Okay, so today I am reviewing The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. I usually like to give a little bit of the introduction before I review the movie, but there isn't really much to talk about. Basically what happened is it was they made a third one. They made a third one in the Hobbit trilogy out of a battle that didn't even happen in the book. So this is almost completely just fake. Anyway, so let's get into the review. Hello. So, the review. Let's go. The review. What happened in the movie? I don't know. It's always stupid. Okay, so, out of all three of the movies, this is the worst. Because I've never really liked battle scenes, and that's the movie. I like action a lot, actually. In some cases, action's done really well, but in this case, it's just not. Like, I don't know what it is. In all three of these movies, the action is just so boring. Now, usually the story is actually pretty okay, but literally, like, they start off this movie and there's like a climax level event that probably should have happened in the last one. In fact, I feel like it was meant to be in the last one, but they decided at the last minute to change it and put it in the third one, the last one, like actually the last one, not the one before this one. I don't know. And it was so badly done. It was interesting. There were a couple scenes that I was like, yeah, but almost everything in the battle at the beginning was just boring. Yeah, just boring. Then, they spend a lot of time getting up to the Battle of the Five Armies, which is what this movie is, so, no. That's what, they don't actually spend that much time on it, but whatever. So, they have, like, a battle. Yeah. I mean, what happens is that the fucking elves, they want to make, like, they want their stone back, right? Which is just fucking mentioned, like, once, and they're like, oh, we want this stone, and it's, like, the reason we're fighting, right? And then the humans, they want the stuff, they want their money so they can rebuild. Then there's the dwarf army, which wants to protect themselves from these other army guys because they want to keep all the gold. It's Thorin's cousin, who has an army, just apparently, again, just came straight up the hell out of nowhere without any explanation of it happening. They basically just say, oh, he has a cousin that has an army, apparently. They don't even ever explain anything. Who likes to ride pigs, apparently. And then there's the fourth army, which is the orcs, who are like, I want to get all this money, and I also really just want to kill that dwarf guy, Thorin. Now, I don't know why they call it the Battle of Five Armies if there are only 4 armies, but I'm assuming that there's a 5th army in there somewhere. I'm guessing that army could be the other dwarves, or maybe there are 2 things of orcs. It was kind of hard to follow because the movie is really stupidly done. Now, the biggest problem with the last two movies, rears its very ugly head to where the last movies it was more like 80% filler. Now it's more like 99.9999% filler. Like, there's barely anything that I can draw with the book. Almost every single thing that happens is something that they made up for the movie. And that's kind of ridiculous. I don't know about you, but I just, like, come on. For example, one thing that was real, probably one of the only things that was real, was them trying, like, Bilbo Baggins finds the Arkenstone and gives it to the guys to avoid war, but it doesn't end up avoiding the war. So in the book it ended up avoiding that specific battle, but in this movie it just didn't work at all, which I don't get, because I feel like Thorin would probably not want to fight unless there was a reason that he would want to, but no, apparently not. He just wants to. Honestly, I just don't even care. I'm just, like, really frustrated with this. I don't like these movies. They're not good. They're not done well. They're all boring and bad. Filler. Almost all of it's filler. Like, basically the entire battle of 5 armies is filler. It didn't happen in the book. Maybe at the end there was something that was like the Battle of 5 Armies, but it must have been just 1 or 2 pages or something, and it was in, like, the epilogue or something. This is just a whole fucking movie that's basically just based on what happens after they kill the dragon, which honestly is the stuff I like least about the book. There were a couple things that I liked here and there, like, but almost all this shit is just filler, honestly. I can't say anything new about it, because it's the same. It feels less like 3 separate movies, and it feels more like a movie it feels more like a hour-long movie that they decided to stretch out into 6 hours and then split into 3 movies. That's what it feels like. Why? Oh, is it because money? Oh, did I hear that? Did I hear money? Oh, what was that? Oh, money. Wait, what was that? I didn't hear that. Money. Oh, why was that? What was that I heard? Money. Oh, is that money? Did you say money? I don't think he said money. Money. Oh, yeah. What was that guy say? Yeah, of course, it's obvious the reason why. Also, because they wanted it to mirror the Lord of the Rings, but the reason they wanted to mirror the Lord of the Rings was because they wanted to remind people of the Lord of the Rings. You know why they wanted to remind people of the Lord of the Rings? Because the Lord of the Rings made money. And they wanted... What did they want to do again? Money. Oh, what was that? Money. Oh, what was that thing I just heard somebody say? Money. Oh, really? Really? Was it money? Was that the reason that they wanted to do this? They stretched out 3 fucking movies for no reason at all? Was that the reason? Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was obviously the reason. Now, there are lazier cash grabs. At least the CGI sets are pretty good. The color palette in the last 2 were, I thought, okay. But now, no, it's just super dull. It's the dullest color palette. There are no vibrant colors except for Dragonfire, which they found a way to make it look like it was beige. It's all bad. All of it. All of it. basically all of the color palette. It's really distracting too. Like, can't you make it like more vibrant? Does it have to be pale? Like, is that the only thing that you can see? Of course, Thorin, Fili, and Keely die. I know that, I think they died in the books, but it was more of an afterthought for Fili and Keely, and Thorin, yeah, he died. It was pretty sad, but, you know, I love how they didn't capture any of this. The reason he died was for revenge. The reason he died in the book was because, I don't remember, honestly. I think it was because he was being loyal, but I might be wrong about that. I feel like I might be, I also love how the skin changer guy is basically just, like, in the last one it was worse because he was the only guy, like, basically in there. Okay, there was some good bits. Like, the bit where, the guys fought the, like, Sauron's eye. Aside from that end bit where the girl was like, oh, God, go back to hell or something. Like, that was ridiculous, honestly. It was hilarious. But, like, the actual fighting was pretty cool. But, I mean, it wasn't good entertainment or anything. It was more of just something that was nice to look at. Honestly, there isn't much that I could say about this movie that isn't like all the other ones. If you honestly want a real review of this movie, just watch my other reviews. It's basically the same. Like, now I feel like the people that review each Transformers movie, because it's just the exact same movie, the exact same plot, just done over and over again. So, you know, now I feel sorry for them because, like, come on. I gotta feel bad for them. Like, they have to write a review on the same story every single time. Of course, it's gotta get a rating. Why don't they just copy and paste it? Fucking copy, fucking paste. Right? Right? I know. Well, I don't really have much to say about this movie. Everything I do have to talk about, I just said. So, I guess that's it, basically. So, bye.